Well guys, I just may have found my new camping e-bike. Hey everyone, I'm Mike and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, I'm going to be showing off this TST R002 model e-bike. Now, this is not my e-bike. This is my sister's e-bike. She had purchased it brand new, it was still in the box, asked me if I put it together for her. I said, when I do, can I take it out and test it for a little bit because I'm looking for one for the channel? She said, absolutely. Take it out, do some adventuring, let me know what you think. Guys, that's what this video is all about. Now, will I end up getting this type of bike? I don't know yet. I have some things to say about it. First, I'm going to show you the unboxing, how I got it. I'm going to talk about its features, take it for a couple rides right here so you guys can see me. I've also taken this on extensive rides, and I've also upgraded it, which you can do through the app or manually to get higher speeds. I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. But for right now, let me show you the unboxing. So as you can see, it's not that complicated. The bike does come mostly assembled. They say it's about 90% assembled. I would say it is. It's just a couple things you have to put together. Of course, the front tire, you have to put the axle through the front tire. You're gonna have to do the pedals, fender, seat, all your stuff here. But this will all be attached, as you saw in the video, onto the handlebars, all your stuff up here. I'll go through this again. It's really cut and dry. Guys, just take your time. I don't know if all e-bikes are like this, but this one was very simple to put up. I just took my time. And with filming, I mean, while I was filming it, as I was putting it together, and I wanted you guys to get some different angles, I think it took me a couple hours. Now, it should not have taken that long, but I kept going back, checking the video, making sure I got the angle I wanted, making sure you guys can see what happened. So it was all editing that I did. Just wanted to tell you, it's not hard to put together. This one isn't. This is a moped-style e-bike, as you can see by the seating. And I'm going to walk around, show you some things, point some features out. I'm not an e-bike expert. This is my very first e-bike, but what I have seen so far from this e-bike has made me very optimistic for the e-bike future, because this one offers a lot. So let me walk you around, point things out, talk to you about some of the features, take it for a ride, and sum up what I think about this, and share something really cool with you. Whatever I don't put up in the video, guys, or forget to mention, I will put it up in text. It is a 750 watt, 1500 peak battery on this. You do get some very efficient ride time. Now, guys, remember, it always will come down to the pressure in the tires, how much you weigh, how much pedal assist you use. This one has 5 pedal assist gears. All those come into factor on how long the battery lasts and how much you're going to use. Now, if you use the pedal assist 4 and 5, it takes more battery, it's going to use more energy, and your battery's not going to last as long, and you're not going to go as long. Here's your battery. The battery with the key that comes with it, you're going to turn this. You can take the battery off and charge it, or you can leave it on and charge it. Okay, that's a very nice thing to have. You're going to see this lock. This does not come with it, guys. I bought this lock on my own. I will use this for my next e-bike. But for my adventures with this e-bike, remember, it's my sister's, I'm going to make sure it's protected, and I have a 3-footer that's going to go through the whole frame and the back wheel. Now let's turn the e-bike on. Here will be your switch. I'm going to get up close. Now the e-bike is on. Here is where your charging port is. You're just going to open this up. There's your little port. Remember, the key on the other side is to lock the battery in place so it's safe, or you can turn the key and take it off. Here's your little power indicator. If I push this, it'll tell me how much I have. Right now, I'm fully charged, as you can see. Although I have used this, I didn't drain the battery. I can say right now that the headlamp works very good in dark lighting. At night, really good. This will not come attached, guys. Right now, I'm going to put it up what it is. I forgot to mention that it's going to be in the box. Because the back wheel is already assembled, it will depend on you and your expertise with bikes. I have taken bikes apart my whole life. As a young teenager, I could gut it down to the frame and put multiple bikes. I'd make Franken bikes. But you're going to have to undo this bolt a little bit, slide this in. This is to protect everything here, all your gearing. If you're comfortable doing it on your own, it's not complicated. There are videos on YouTube that tell you how to do it. I was able to do it just by backing off this bolt a little bit, sliding in it, and cranking the bolt down. That's to each their own, okay? Do it as comfortable as you can. The fenders work great. I've had her over some dirt trails. On the back light, you have a stop light. You have a left turn signal and a right turn signal, and you have a place to put your plate. Make sure you connect your battery connections before you put your seat on, guys. Very easy. It is a full suspension bike. Now, I can say it does a great job on rough terrain. The roughest terrain I've had this on is next to train tracks. It was pretty bumpy. I don't think anything of an e-bike was going to make it that comfortable. The bike, of course, disc brakes, works very well, stops on a dime. I had to readjust the front ones, guys, because it was making a little too much noise for my comfort. Some new bikes do that automatically, and they'll be lined up perfectly. I realigned everything and made sure I can barely hear it. Just be aware, if you're hearing a little excessive brake noise, your caliper may need to be readjusted. Now, sitting on the bike, I'm going to turn it on. Your power button is right here. I'm going to push and hold, and everything's going to come on. That shows your battery indicator, your speed, your distance, how far you went. And this will be your pedal assist. Right now, she's on 0. Remember, your pedal assist goes up to 5. That helps you either starting off, or going uphill, or just help pedaling if you're a little tired. I found on this bike, if I have the gear set at 7, which is the hardest, and I keep it about 3, saves the battery. I can cruise easily at 25 miles an hour, and I have had no problem. When you're setting the gears, okay, this is to go all the way down to first. You're going to push on your thumb setting here. And as you're driving and you want to go up, you're going to push this, and she'll easily do it for you while you're driving. So that way you don't have to put such force on it, so you don't have the possibility of actually spinning the handlebars and wrecking. So when you're driving, as you want to go up, you're just going to push here. And then if you want to come down, now, because it's not in motion, it's a little more tension, but this is really smooth when the bike's on and in motion. Here is your headlight. You're going to push and hold. Your headlight will come on. Here is your plus and a right turn signal, okay? You're going to double click to turn your right signal on, and double click to turn the right turn signal off. You're going to one click to go up on pedal assist. That will be up. And I'm starting from 0. Now you're going to have your left turn signal here and your left pedal assist here to drop down pedal assist. So if you're up in 3, you want to come down to 1. You're up in 5, you want to come down to 2. And then you're also going to double click on this to put your left turn signal on, and you're going to double click to turn it off. Also, guys, these brakes work very, very well. Just be aware that depending on the e-bike you get, play with the brakes a little bit. You don't want to hit one too hard and go over the handlebars. Also, on this e-bike, acceleration with the pedal assist is not a throttle, okay? You're not going to have a twist throttle here. You have a thumb throttle here. This is fully adjustable. You can slide this to where you want it. Right now, it's perfect for me. When I'm driving, I'm able to put my thumb right here and assist. And when I'm driving also, I'm able to put my hand here. I'm able to touch this to drop it. I'm able to put this to go up. It's very comfortable to drive. And I'd have to say the suspension works very, very well. And I am right now at about 195, and I am 5'10". To be able to get the bike into a class 3 setting and get it faster than 20 miles an hour, you're going to depress the brake, you're going to push the plus, minus, and the power button all at the same time until the bike comes on. All right, now it's on. You're going to see this line flashing. You're going to push the plus and minus button again until you get to this mode. Now, once you're in this mode, you're going to use the light button and you're going to get it to P3. So push it to get to P3. I'm in P3. It's set to 0. You want to get that to 1. Now it is a class 3 and it'll go over 30 miles an hour, up to 32 on this bike, but you can push it further. I know I have video, guys, already I'm going to put up that you're going to see me riding this. The problem with my cameras, the digital display, is I can't get them synced where it's not blinking. I'm sorry about that. I'll tell you, if you can get that and check some other videos on this bike, some other videos on this bike may have done a better job syncing. So you can see I did my best, guys, and I couldn't do it. So I'm going to take it again now and ride it around. But I also want you to see the height advantage, disadvantage. These are 20-inch wheels, 20-inch fat wheels. They're 4 inches wide. Very comfortable. I actually am going to get a bike with this type of tiring. I'm thinking that will work best for me, you know, going off trail. I'm 5'10". I think this bike, although they say you can go up to 6'1" or 6'3", I don't think that's feasible on this bike just because your knees are going to come up close to your chest. 5'10" is pushing it for me, and I think that's great. But I'm going to take it around now. There's a guy mowing grass. If he gets into film, so be it. I'm not going to pedal. This is going to be just throttle. This is first, pedal assist 1. It's just pedal assist 1. I'm already at 17 miles an hour right there. Now I'm still on pedal assist. It barely feels like I'm touching the pedals, okay? But do you see the height I'm talking about? Look at the height. So I'm 5'10", and this is comfortable. And then here's one other thing I want to tell you about this e-bike. In pedal assist 4 or 5, when I'm cruising, even in 7th gear, I can't engage. I'm going faster than I can pedal this bike. So I actually have to come down in speed to engage the pedals again in 7th gear. That's why pedal assist 3 works great for me. I get to sign off a little different this time. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye for now.